On this episode of The American Landscape, the crew and I are heading to Las Vegas, Nevada. We're going to the National Association of Broadcasters show, or NAB. We're going to go visit the vendors that supply us equipment that help bring this show to you. Hi, I'm Greg Nutt, and welcome to The American Landscape. So here at NAB at the EasyRig site with my friend Johan, Johan, I should say, is the inventor of the best thing a cameraman could ever have on his back. And it's this EasyRig, which takes all the weight of the camera off, and that's what we use on the American Landscape. So tell us, Johan, how did this come about?
Yeah, I was the youngest at the station, and so I always have to do the handheld camera. So after they were a big event for World Championship of Handball in our city, and in the end of the day my shoulder hurt so badly. So then I said to myself, I need to do something about this because I want to be able to shoot after 50. So then I get to the station, I took a backpack and then add some iron to it, and then the EasyRig was born. So then it's more or less more design further on. And here on this show, I will be happy to show to the Americans the new Minimax that goes from 4 pounds up to 15 pounds. That's what I'm wearing now.
Yeah, we'd love to see that. That's that's what we're using ours too.
Yeah. Ease it down, and I just swing up the camera, and I'm ready to go. So I can grab the microphone and go over. Follow me. I will see what the Malibu cameraman says about the rig. Hey, Charlie. I want to tell the Americans, what do you think about my unit?
What do I think about your unit? It's the best thing ever invented.
Thank you.
I think if, from a cameraman perspective, if you do this for a living and you need to hump heavy stuff around and be proficient at your job, it's a game changer.
That's good. Let's see what my dealer in Australia think about my unit. Can I have a minute?
Yes,
no.
You can have.
What do you think about my unit? Meet the Americans. What do you think about my product?
Your brother.
No, my product.
Your product's amazing, just like you.
Ah, that's good. So how? Tell the Americans about the reality shooters.
Right. Well, MasterChef, all the crew in Australia have taken to these and love them and have promoted them. And now Australia has lots of EasyRigs, and it'll get lots more. And it's a fantastic product, and everybody loves it.
Let's see if we have someone else to talk to. Yes, let's go to my local New York camera woman. I have just started to do a special female vest. Her name is Ailey. Can you come? Ailey, you are on camera here.
Hi.
Yeah. So, show your upper part.
Hi guys.
Yes. Yeah, you see.
This is the Cinema Flex vest. It's made for more petite builds, namely women, but can be anyone who wants a more snug feel. It has an adjustable part here that goes across your chest rather than kind of a backpack style. It's more of a vest. And then more importantly, I like it because it gave me ability to adjust my torso. I was finding that they were too long on me, so you can adjust here and up here for your torso, and that's been like the best part about it. And I can get tighter on the hips, which I also had an issue with. And I love it. I shoot a lot with it in New York. On every job I bring it on.
Yeah, so I flew down Ailey here because my daughter is still back home working, so it's better here on the show to have an American GP. Now I will give back the microphone to the big reporter.
Well, thank you, Johan. I appreciate it. We wear your EasyRig on all the shows. People ask me what it is, so it was great to come talk to you and actually show people what it is that's behind the camera.
Yeah, so that's good. Can you send me the link and I will put it on the Facebook?
Sure, we will.
Yeah.
Thanks again, Johan. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Now we're at the Indy Pro Tools booth. They power our show. Pretty much all of our equipment is run by the batteries that Indy Pro Tools provides. Met them last year, and they've been a great partner ever since. So, Jay-Z, tell us a little bit about your company.
Our company started about 7 years ago. We started making power cables, regulated, and we just went up from there to power and regulation. We do a little audio, and as you can see, we do multiple type of regulated and unregulated cables. We have multiple size batteries, 78, 95, and we sell chargers. And
so this is the battery we power almost
Yes.
everything on our show with.
Yes.
Is that your most popular
it's most
battery?
popular because you could take this on the airplane. Anything under 100 watts, you could take it 2 batteries on your carry-on.
Nice.
So
That's good to know. I didn't
it's
know.
it's very popular battery.
And pretty much any cable for any camera out there
Yes.
you can do.
Yes, basically.
So you've got this new little setup for the small cameras. Tell us about that.
Yeah, this is a special plate that we make for the Sony A series type of cameras. Basically, it has a dummy battery for the Sony A7, and you could use a Sony L series battery to power the camera. You can mount it on top on a 15 millimeter rail system. Instead of running on a regular Sony A7 battery for about 20-30 minutes, you could run about 5 hours, depending on the L series type battery you're playing.
That's pretty good.
So you don't have to open up, change settings. You just run and go. And just to change it, press the release button, put a new one on, and you're good for another 5-6 hours.
Oh, that is great. So where do people find you? Do you find you B&H? You have your own website? How do they get your stuff?
We do have our own website, but we sell at B&H, Adorama, Sammy's Camera, and quite a few other dealers we have.
Perfect, great. And I totally stand behind the product. It's been great. Customer service has been awesome. Like with all things, sometimes you have questions or, a little glitch because you do something wrong, which I've done a bunch of times. And JC's answered my emails usually within a day. So great customer service. Really like this company a lot.
Thank you.
All right, we're here with Jay-Z again, and he has something new and exciting to tell me about somebody they're working with.
Yes, we're working with Bonsais. It's a 360 company. A great company. We're actually building some of their power supplies and doing a few other things with them.
So Bonsai,
Bonsai is Braun.
yeah.
Ask him
Let me
the question.
step in because
Sure,
the name
absolutely.
Bonsai doesn't necessarily make me think what you guys are actually doing. So
Well,
tell me how you got the name and then tell me what you're doing.
well, the thing about the bonsai is, for me, bonsai invokes zenfulness. It invokes like a pleasant, zenful experience. And that's what we're trying to do with our 360 workflow. What we're doing here is we're creating equipment for 360 filmmakers to make 360 films, but we're also creating a workflow that makes it pleasurable and joyful for them. And that's kind of why we went with the bonsai motif.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense now.
Yeah.
So it can be set up quickly in the field.
Absolutely. Charles, do you want to give a little demonstration? We have the unit here. So it comes in a very small Pelican case.
Okay.
It can be disassembled very, very quickly. Breaks down.
It's like taking a gun apart and putting it back
Exactly.
together. Look how quick it is.
That's it. Put it back together.
And what kind of metal and products are
We have aircraft grade aluminum,
Okay.
and it's powder coated to give it that beautiful finish. And as you can see here, we have a little bit of a grip, so that if the tripod moves, the cameras stay in place.
So the cameras are never going to rotate once they're in this unit.
Exactly. Exactly.
And they're already pre-calibrated, so you don't have to worry about trying to set up that perfect environment. It's once it locks in, you're set.
You're set. Absolutely.
That's all. And that A7 is the only camera it's set up with
Absolutely not.
Nope.
So the reason, part of why we created the Excalibur is so that we could allow filmmakers to use the cameras that they already know and love to make 360 films. I love Sony for a lot of reasons. The colors, the low light ability, it's just an amazing camera. I love it. But other people love Panasonic. So right here we have a setup with the A7S II, but you could also set up with the A7S, the A7R, the A7R2, the A6300, or the A6500, in addition to several Panasonic models. So our idea is to have one rig, really one rig to rule them all. You know, depending on what cameras you love, even Blackmagic can fit into our framework and allow you to make these 360 films with the cameras that you already know and love.
That is great. And then how do you view them?
So once you have taken the videos, you take them into a post-production workflow that involves...
I skipped editing, didn't I? We can't view it until we've edited.
Yeah, exactly.
How do you put that together?
So you take, you're recording on all 4 of these cameras, and the 4 cameras are achieving a full coverage, 360 coverage. You take the SD cards out, and we actually have a piece of software that we developed, Bonsais Arborist, that will organize the files for you. So you have the 4 SD cards, and you put it through Arborist, and it sorts them into scenes. It knows that this file was being shot at the same time as this file, and so it'll put them into a scene together. So then you have these perfect scene folders, and then you take the movies there, and you stitch them together using video panoramic stitching software. Once you've done that, you render it, and then you can view it in YouTube in 360, you can view it on Facebook in 360, or you can view it on an amazing device like this, a virtual reality headset. And that's great thing is that the ability to watch these videos are not just limited to this. So if you don't have this piece of equipment, you can view these 360 videos on YouTube and Facebook, and it's quite a great experience.
I have to admit, the cameraman and I both put that thing on yesterday, and I was blown away. Yeah. There was one time I was like, "Whoa, I was in the air, or am I floating?" It was unrealistically real, if that's the right way to put it. I'm like, you were in the National Cathedral, I think, in one shot, and I'm like, unbelievable. Well, so it's pretty impressive, I got to say.
Our tagline is that with the Excalibur, you make films so real you'll think you're dreaming.
Nice.
Yeah, we're trying.
That's very good. So, is it readily available right now?
It is available. We are accepting pre-orders, and we're expecting to ship in 2 months from now.
And do you want to mention the price?
Yes. So, right now we're having a special NAB special for $5.99, and that'll last for about another week after NAB. After that, it goes to $5.99. That is for this.
Wait, went $5.99 to $5.99?
I'm so sorry. From $5.99 to $7.99.
Oh, okay.
And that's for this. However, we also sell a toolkit. A toolkit is, we call it like the key to 360 filmmaking nirvana, because it's everything you need to do to, again, have that zenful and joyful workflow. And that's very important to us. It has to be, it's not just enough to have good equipment, it has to be nice and pleasant to use that. So there are a couple of things that our toolkit comes with. One is this incredible battery from our incredible partners at Indy Pro. One single battery powers all of the Sony cameras. With this regulator, keeps any noise from getting into the camera. It comes with this mount. This is in the toolkit. Comes with the battery. Comes with the mount. It also comes with this remote control trigger. And you use a remote. I don't exactly see it at the moment. Maybe it's in my pocket. Ah, you know what? It's in my pocket. Comes with this, so you can trigger all 4 cameras at the same time. And it also comes with that Arborist software that does the sorting of the files.
Nice.
So that all comes as part of our filmmaker toolkit, the key to filmmaking nirvana, and that's $19.89.
Wow. So where can people find you on the web?
360bonsai.com. That's 360bonsai.com.
And sample videos, you got a YouTube channel?
Yes, we do. You can find all of the sample videos right on our front page.
Front page.
That's like the highlight, because, it looks cool, but what people really are excited about is the footage. So we recently released what I believe is the very first 360 6K video of Washington, D.C., which you saw. And it's kind of our love letter to Washington, D.C. We filmed it on the Sony a7S II and these beautiful Rokinon 8mm lenses.
Nice.
And I think that the quality is beautiful, and you can see it right on our homepage. That's the very first thing that you have there.
That's awesome.
Also on the homepage, you can see some footage that we made with the a6300 system. Because definitely there are situations where you're going to want like a lighter rig, and the a6300 is great for that situation as well.
Awesome. So do you rent?
Absolutely, we rent. We love renting. We really are here to support filmmakers any way we can. If it's renting all of our system or some of the system, we rent. We're happy to do it. And furthermore, we really have tried to create different price points for people. For, sometimes you have a lot of money for production, sometimes you don't have so much money. So depending on that, we can make different configurations using different cameras and different lenses that all of them will create beautiful quality, but we can do it in a way that matches your budget.
That's awesome. Well, thanks for showing us Bonsai.
Thank you so much.
It's a great system, and I hope you guys do well. And go check out their website at
360bonsai.com.
Awesome. We're here at the Ilight booth at NAB. 2 years ago, I won this new item, and it's been a great addition to our production. I use it for 2 different productions. So we're here talking to Bob, who represents Ilight. Can you tell us a little bit about Ilight, what you guys do?
Sure. Ilight is a LED company. We're all about LED lighting. The company was founded about 12 years ago, and they started building their own line of lighting. One of them being, this being a newer generation, the News Light, which is a bicolor LED light for camera top use. It is powered by a battery, typically used for news gathering, field production. And one of the premier products we came out with was the F8 series. It's a very unique product. This is a Fresnel fixture, uses a glass Fresnel lens. It's all LED, so the light source is a single source light that has a LED module. They come in either daylight or tungsten. This is the daylight version. And what's unique about the F8 is the focusing mechanism for spot and flood. The fixture itself actually expands. The bellows extends out and extends back. So this particular fixture can be transported in a very small case. You can see the narrow profile here. But this is a Fresnel. It has all the light shaping properties of a Fresnel with the barn doors. You can shape the light, cut the light, and control the focus and the spot and flood.
That's awesome to get a Fresnel in that.
Right, and because there's no other fixture. Most Fresnels look like the other fixtures you see, typical large, cylindrical shaped fixtures. So this is the 100 watt. This is the 200, called the F8 200, twice as powerful. They can be DC powered. You can see a battery on the back here. They come standard with AC, but the single battery, this one requires 2 batteries. And we have a battery mount. It's a dual battery mount that would power the F8 200. So these are either daylight only or tungsten only. These are not what we call bicolor. We do that with some other products, but these have either daylight only or tungsten output. They're IP54 rated, which means they're water resistant, weather resistant. They can operate in rain, but they're not fully waterproof. But any light rain, typical dust ingress will be sealed against that. These bellows also actually are a silicone material, so they're very durable. They don't dry out in hot or cold weather. They're not just like a rubber. So that's unique F8, we call a flat Fresnel, because of its folding property of how it collapses into that shape. So that's the sort of the product that Ilight's always been known for. Now what we've done here at NAB is we've added to our product lines by acquiring distribution rights for major other brand products. We're the exclusive distributor for a line of fixtures from Nangwang and also from Razor 7, which is another a little bit higher quality for studio and field use. Fresnels, again, all LED. And we also have, of course, the popular Aladdin line of flexible panel LED lights, which come in 3 sizes, biflex, 1, 2, and 4. And those lights can be an array of LEDs, flexible panel, high quality, ultra high quality, same as the Ilight line. So we have a product line that is Fresnels and typical soft light panel lights, which is the perfect combination of lighting for studio or field. So we're offering it all here.
That's awesome. Thank you, Bob. And I gotta say, we love this Ilight. I use it on 2 different productions. It's great for fill outside. It's great inside. It's just a great all-around light. And we appreciate your time, Bob, and hope you have a good time at the NAB show.